Ladies and gentlemen, our bride is ready to make her entrance. So if you are able, could I ask you please to stand? Ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the wonderful mixing barn here at Wantiston Valley. Thank you, Colin, for escorting your daughter to us today. She looks absolutely beautiful. It's a very proud moment for you, I'm sure. If you would like to take your seat, if our bridesmaids, our best men, and all our guests could please now be seated. On behalf of Paul and Frankie, I would like to thank you all for being here today for their wedding. My name is Sarah Daisley, and it's my absolute pleasure to be conducting your ceremony for you today. And with me is my colleague Emily, who'll be registering your marriage and issuing your marriage certificates. And together we represent the Suffolk Registration Service. Firstly, I must tell you all that this place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. Paul and Frankie, at the beginning of your ceremony you will both make a declaration when you will repeat after me that there is no lawful impediment to your marriage. Then you'll make your vows to each other, taking each other the husband and the wife. But before you're joined in marriage, I must remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. The commitment which Paul and Frankie will be making to each other today, in the presence of their family and friends, is not new. It's grown gradually over the period of time that they've known each other. Paul and Frankie have chosen to make their marriage vows in the presence of those they love and whose friendship they enjoy. By being here and sharing in this occasion, you help to give support and significance to their marriage. We are gathered here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Paul Matthew Nixon and Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden. If any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, it should be declared now. It's all very quiet in the back, so we'll move on. So now I'm required to ask you both if you're willing to make your vows and if you know of any lawful reason why you should not be married to each other. And Paul, I'm going to start with you and ask you please just to repeat after me. I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
Of no legal reason.
Of no legal reason.
Why I, Paul Matthew Nixon.
Why I, Paul Matthew Nixon.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden.
To Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden.
And Frankie, if you're ready. I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
Of no legal reason.
Of no legal reason.
Why I, Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden.
Why I, Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Paul Matthew Nixon.
To Paul Matthew Nixon.
Well done. You have gathered around you those whom you care for most. You've invited them here to receive their encouragement, their support, and of course to celebrate with you on this very, very special day. So I ask you now, in the presence of this company, Paul, do you take Frankie to be your wife? Do you promise to be loving, loyal, and faithful to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
And Frankie, do you take Paul to be your husband? Do you promise to be loving, loyal, and faithful to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
So the time has now come for you both to make your vows to each other. The vows of marriage are not to be taken lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, with a deep understanding of their obligations and responsibilities. So although you'll be repeating these words after me, I'd like you to say them to one another. So if you'd like to turn and face each other. And you can hold hands if you like. It's not compulsory, but it might happen.
She said no. She said no. She
She
went
said
no.
no.
She didn't know.
They're probably clammy, Frankie, but just
Yeah.
go with it.
Mine are clammy, yeah.
Paul, I'm going to start with you once more, and if you could repeat my words after me, please. I, Paul Matthew Nixon,
I, Paul Matthew Nixon,
take thee, Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden,
take thee, Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I promise to love and honour you,
I promise to love and honour you,
to encourage and support you,
to encourage and support you,
to share all things in life with you,
to share all things in life with you,
and to never take for granted
and to never take for granted
the happiness you bring me.
the happiness you bring me.
These promises I make to you for the rest of my life.
These promises I make to you for the rest of my life.
Well done. And Frankie, if you're ready.
Yeah.
I, Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden,
I, Francesca Gwendolyn Baisden,
take thee, Paul Matthew Nixon,
take thee, Paul Matthew Nixon,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I promise to love and honour you,
I promise to love and honour you,
to encourage and support you,
to encourage and support you,
to share all things in life with you,
to share all things in life with you,
and to never take for granted
and to never take for granted
the happiness you bring me.
the happiness you bring me.
These promises I make to you for the rest of my life.
These promises I make to you for the rest of my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think they deserve a round of applause. So we've now come... There we go. I promise no more clapping. Good girl. So now we've got a little helper with our exchange of rings, which is going to be interesting, but we'll work around it. The wedding ring is the unbroken circle.
You've just been there. You should try and make up your mind, finished.
Well,
Magic dummy.
That's okay. It is warm. He's moaning he's in a suit.
Yeah.
She's grounded.
I've got lots of
So, we've now come to the traditional part of the ceremony where we're going to exchange rings. The wedding ring is the unbroken circle, symbolising unending and everlasting love, and will be the outward sign of the vows and promises you've just made to each other. So, David, if I could ask you please to step forward with our rings. And if you would like to offer Paul the ring that he has for Frankie.
Dodgy.
Wonderful. And if you could place the ring on Frankie's finger. Wonderful. And hold it in place while you repeat these words after me. Frankie, I give you this ring
Frankie, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
of a symbol of our marriage
and as a pledge of my love,
and of a pledge of my love,
my friendship and commitment,
my friendship and commitment,
today and always.
today and always.
Wonderful. And David, if you could step round and offer Frankie the ring that she has for Paul, please. And if you could place the ring on his finger and repeat these words after me. Paul, I give you this ring
Paul, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage
and as a pledge of my love,
and as a pledge of my love,
my friendship and commitment,
my friendship and commitment,
today and always.
today and always.
Thank you, David. Paul and Frankie, you have both made declarations required by law, and you have made solemn promises to each other in the presence of your friends and family gathered here today. This day is the start of a new life for you together. We hope that the feelings of love that you have for each other today will deepen and grow even stronger throughout the years to come. So it therefore gives me very great pleasure to announce that you are now husband and wife. And Paul, you may kiss your bride.